We all know that when you empower women, anything is possible. Organizations like Zonta have known this for years, and as such, the work that Zonta does is nothing short of inspirational.
So Zonta was created in 1919, so it's a little over 100 years. And it was created as a professional women's service organization right at about the time that women were fighting to get the vote. And that's why the yellow rose is our symbol, because the yellow rose was actually, politicians used red and yellow roses to say yes or no to women's rights to vote. And so we adopted the yellow rose at that time in favor of women's right to vote. And Zonta is actually derived from a Sioux Indian word, and it means honest and trustworthy. So the international organization is now headquartered in Chicago. But we have
63 countries we're in, I believe?
Yeah, 63 countries or territories, and about 30,000 members internationally.
I'm Lois Baccio, and I'm representing today the Zonta Club of Santa Clarita Valley, which I've been a member of for 30 years this year. Well, we're very interested in improving the status of women in all sorts of ways, and we first deal with the issues that affect women in a negative way, things like domestic violence and certain health issues like breast cancer, and we deal with human trafficking, sex trafficking, and things like that to make sure that young women and women of all ages actually have an opportunity to improve themselves. But then we also have a very robust system of grants and scholarships and programs that assist women, that identify companies that have a glass ceiling and make it difficult for women to get ahead. And we focused a lot throughout our time with the aerospace industry. Zonta International is very interested in aerospace because an early member of Zonta many years ago was Amelia Earhart. And a scholarship was created first, 75, 80 years ago in her name. It has become a fellowship which is very important for women who are in the advanced stages of education for themselves and looking to receive employment in places like JPL and getting people into space. So we are the proud recipient in our club of 2 members who are past Amelia Earhart Fellows, and that's very exciting for us. And one of those people, Sharon Langenbeck, is now the international president of this organization. So she travels worldwide, helping women in Africa, Asia, all over the globe, trying to ameliorate these issues that we were talking about. Domestic violence is our really #1 issue here in Santa Clarita because it is a problem that goes hidden. For the advocacy on that part, we have a wonderful project called the Red Dress Project, where we collect a dress, like a red gown, like an evening gown, every time someone becomes a victim of domestic violence and passes away. And so we take these dresses around town and hang them from trees so that the wind catches them, and it's rather ghostly. But people want to come and buy the dresses. Where do I buy this dress? And we have to tell them we wish the dresses were for sale. But really they indicate something much darker. We have a number of grant programs, scholarship programs that address different categories of women who are in need. And one of them that we're excited about is the Virginia Rage Memorial Fund, which seeks to help women over 40 who have had some traumatic incident in their life and need to retrain and become professional in something new. And we help them finance that program. Filming in Santa Clarita is it's got to be their #1 economic engine right now for the city. And certainly if more than 50% or just around 50% of all the filming in the 30-mile zone is happening here. We find that while they are abundant, it is very difficult for women to get their foot in the door. And so we're excited to produce an event which will celebrate the women in film who are numerous here in Santa Clarita, who have done amazing things in Santa Clarita, and not just in front of or behind the camera, but also all the ancillary businesses that are so important to the whole process of making a movie or a video or commercials or any kind of filming that takes place. and also then to have this event where we do celebrate them, and for our 10th anniversary of LunaFest, put the two things together and have a great evening.
My name is Cindy Kittle. I moved to Santa Clarita in 2001. I joined the Zonta Club in 2004, so I've been in for about 17 wonderful years. We've been doing LunaFest for 10 years. It started as an advocacy project to bring attention to the fact that women have a difficult time getting ahead in the film industry. It's sponsored by the Luna Foundation, which is the Cliff Company. They make Cliff Bars and Luna Bars. And they created this film festival 20 years ago to give women filmmakers, such as yourself, an opportunity to write, direct, or produce a short film, submit it in a competitive environment, and then they choose 7 to 10 of them every year. And they invite women's nonprofits, or a nonprofit whose mission is to advance the status of women, like Zonta, to sponsor these in local communities. So it is produced all over the nation. The Luna Foundation has focused on advancing employment opportunities for women in the film industry. And they partner with Chicken and Egg, which is another nonprofit whose mission is the same. What we're doing this year on our 10th anniversary is we've expanded it. We have asked women leaders in Santa Clarita to join us to increase training and employment opportunities for women in Santa Clarita to be able to get in and get ahead in the industry. So the program has two components. The first is a celebration. That's going to be a party on the roof of the parking garage in Newhall. And then immediately following that, we'll go over to the new Lemley Theater and see the screening of the 2021 LunaFest. And these women have agreed to allow us to celebrate them at this celebration on October 14th. And then on October 16th at COC, we're producing a conference designed to help women figure out how to get in and get ahead. And so we're going to have one panel discussion on how to get into the industry and another panel discussion on how to get ahead in the industry. These are all women who have critical knowledge about those two subjects who are going to come be on the panels. And then we have a keynote speaker that's going to do a very fun exercise with folks to help them think creatively about where their role might be in the film industry, and a meet and greet after that. And we see this program growing substantially. We don't see ourselves needing to create a film festival. There's a great film festival coming. The Santa Clarita International Film Festival is coming right down the road. We don't need to do that. What we're trying to do is connect people who are active in the film industry with people who want to get in or people who want to get ahead.
And my name is Francine Field. I actually moved to Santa Clarita in 1983. I was a businesswoman here in Santa Clarita, small businesswoman. And after the kids got into high school and I had a little extra time, I wanted to give back. And I checked out some of the organizations in town, and I really loved Zonta's mission to empower women and really help them advance. So I joined, and that was only 5 years ago. Kind of fits with my business background, and so I help watch out for the money and help raise the money, and that's where some of us love the international aspect, some of us love the young adult aspect. I love the whole foundation scholarship aspect of Zonta. So we kind of have a place for everybody. There are actually two umbrellas, but whenever we put on a fundraising event, it's under the foundation umbrella. And the members of our foundation are our club members. So they're kind of under the foundation umbrella. Then they help the foundation put on the nonprofit events. They help the foundation put on the Life Forward courses that we offer. So we work together. It's actually two separate organizations. So the Santa Clarita Valley Foundation arm of Zonta focuses on fundraising and then taking care of those funds and then awarding those funds to different projects. One of the ones we're real proud of is our community grant program. So we'll have other nonprofits in Santa Clarita, so local nonprofits, they will apply for a special project grant with us. And it's something that their nonprofit budget doesn't allow them to accomplish. And it might be, excuse me, outdoor furniture for the shelter, the domestic violence shelter, or we gave away a grant to the Boys and Girls Club last year. We've given just dozens of different community grants to nonprofits in Santa Clarita to help them out. We also take our funds that we raise, and we have several educational scholarships. And then we try to give away as much money as we can. And it has been tight this last couple of years with COVID. Luckily, we had some great fundraising years, so that's gotten us through. But we're very excited about our LunaFest and our Women in Film production and event this October, because that's going to be a huge source of funding for next year for us. And we're hoping maybe to even start a film industry kind of a scholarship for women to add to our litany of already scholarships. So we have women in technology, women in business. I think one of my colleagues talked about the Virginia Rate Scholarship. So we cover a lot of different areas of scholarships that women are interested in. Sciences and STEM, so the science, technology, engineering, and math, all those different things. So we're really trying to empower young women to have the resources to really get ahead and fulfill their dreams.
For more information on the Zonta Club of Santa Clarita, go to scvzonta.org. And for LunaFest's 2022 schedule, visit www.lunafest.org.
Go ahead. Age before beauty? Because you've been in longer than I have. I'm a newbie.
She got that age before beauty, and they're on camera. Didn't she?